I need some competition out here. Come on.
The yesterday happened to you. Our people don't.
Kanye West is back in the news, and this time he's shooting fire at DL Hughley. That's right, Kanye West is pissed at DL Hughley. Now, before I get to what he said about DL Hughley, let's read exactly what Kanye West said on the back end. He actually addresses Mr. DL Hughley. Now, Kanye goes on to say, I told y'all before about this TikTok stuff. Now my 8-year-old out on here singing she fell in love with the emo girl. Leftists don't want fathers to have no say in our children's lives. I don't want my kids at no godless Sierra Canyon school. I got a voice, and I'm not having this. And Perez Hilton, you still never answered my question and never put my name next to no word abuse. Don't play with me like that. I'm a real person who wants the best for my children. And D.L. Hughley is a pawn, yeah. I know a king's not supposed to address a pawn, but I address everything and find addresses DL. Don't speak on me on my children. I can't afford to hurt you. I agree 100% with Kanye West, especially about the DL Hughley thing. And if Perez Hilton was making up lies about him, I agree with that as well, right? It's about time somebody put DL Hughley in his place, right? Because we already had the whole situation where, you know, at this point, anybody who goes on that platform, you know what platform I'm talking about, right? Is a sellout, dog. We got to just keep it real. Like, whether or not you agree with Farrakhan, whether or not you agree with what he says, you got to be able to stand for some type of principle, right? And this dude acts like he's Mr. Black Power 101, and this, that, and the third, telling people what to do, and yeah, I do this and da-da-da-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, but totally ignored when people came out and said, okay, this dude disrespected the minister, and not only disrespected the minister, didn't even correct himself and said, F it, I don't care. But on the other hand, right, if somebody says something about somebody else, that whole community is shunning them, shunning that person. They're not jumping on the platform and going in on other people in their own race. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. So when I see DL Hughley and all the people that go over there, some people unsuspecting, some people unknowing, but especially DL Hughley, because DL Hughley, you knew. You seen what happened, but your thirst for fame, your thirst to stay relevant, your thirst to want to remain in the spotlight, you go on this platform and you continue to attack people that are doing great in the community. So it's about time that Kanye West or anybody comes out and says, look, dog, chill out, because I can afford to hurt you. Now, I'm not condoning that. I'm not condoning Kanye hurting him or nothing like that. But it comes at a point in time. You remember growing up, you know, people would talk all this trash. You're like, man, chill. Don't say that about me. And you go back and you're very, you know, long-suffering with them. You're like, don't say that about me. Don't say that about me. Next thing you know, you got to bust them upside their head or bust them in their mouth and put blood in their mouth to get them to shut up. Because that's the only thing that some people understand. Now, I'm not condoning violence at all. I'm just telling you what it is. Now, we have talked about DL Hughley, a lot of stuff that he said, and quite frankly, I think that DL at times have taken a bag or taken a payoff for the Democratic Party to push certain agendas, as well as other people, and push certain agendas, because unfortunately in the black community, we follow comedians as leaders. We follow rappers as leaders. We follow, you know, these different people as leaders instead of real leaders, businessmen, you know, entrepreneurs, who people we should be following, doctors, lawyers. We follow these jive-ass comedians, these jive-ass rappers that have only one agenda in mind. That's their own personal agenda. So sometimes it's needed for them to be called out by the people inside the community to say, all right, you're dead wrong, dog. You're 100% dead wrong, and we're going to call you out. And every time you say something out of pocket, We are going to scold you and let you know that you're dead wrong. More people need to speak up because DL Hughley has a pattern of stuff like this. So I 100% agree with Kanye West on this one. I ain't gonna lie, right? God, DL Hughley, you over there, you know, you're sitting on the platform and you're going at all these people and you're saying this and you're saying that, and you think it ain't gonna be no repercussion at some point? You think people just gonna sit there and let you continue to push them around and give them advice on how they should be with their children and stuff like that? Like, that's crazy to me, dog. Shout out to Kanye for doing what he does. Brilliant, genius. Keep doing what you do, Kanye West. Keep calling out the bull, the BS, because it's needed for that voice to stand up and cut at people like Mr. DL Hughley, the Democratic pawn, pushing the Democratic agenda, telling people to go out there and vote for this person and that person. And now that the country is in hell, gas prices is all crazy, wars and stuff going on, they giving money to Ukraine and all that. Quiet as hell. You don't hear these dudes saying nothing. Come sit on our platform. We're going to ask you some real questions about some real stuff. Not about no damn Kanye West and his kids. Let's talk about how you endorse this person, and now that things are in a wreck, we don't hear nothing from you. A lot of these people don't hear nothing from. They sit back because they got their money, they got their payoffs, and they don't say nothing at all. It's time for real accountability. That's why people either don't want to mention us or they don't want to come sit on the platform, right? And they can't talk about numbers because anybody that's been in those big platforms, when we had them on our platform, our numbers have been comparable or even bigger. Go look it up. I ain't got to lie. Anybody that came with Hip Hop News Uncensored that been on all those other bigger platforms, I ain't got to name them. No free publicity here. No free promotion here. We have done the same or bigger numbers despite they have way more subscribers than we are. Hip Hop News Uncensored, baby. I ain't got to lie about it. Look at it. Want me to start naming names? Want me to start naming names? All you got to do is go look, right? I ain't got to do that right now. Go look in the archives and you'll see. So they don't want to come because they know we're going to hold them accountable for the BS. Yeah, we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about all of that. But we want you for an hour so we can hold you accountable and ask you the real tough questions, right? That's what we want to do. Okay, so why did you do? I give a damn about no Kanye West's kids and his wife and what's going on with his wife and all that. I don't care about that. Let's talk about you taking that Democratic bag, allegedly. Let's talk about that. And promoting all these different agendas. Let's talk about that. They don't want to do that. They're going to sit somewhere where they're comfortable, right? And they know, and it's scripted. But I'm going to digress. Y'all leave a comment what y'all think about Kanye West calling out DL Hughley. It's your brother, Oh God, man. If you enjoyed this joint, smash that like button. Share the video, right? Go ahead and share it. You can share it on Twitter. You can share it on Facebook. Anywhere, share it. And make sure you guys subscribe for more content just like this because nobody out there is doing it. You got a lot of imitations out there that want to do it like us, but nobody's doing it like we do it here on Hip Hop News Uncensored. Uncensored, unadulterated truth every single time. No cut on it, no nothing. Hip Hop News Uncensored is the vibe. So subscribe. Peace.